Hey everybody, welcome to week 3. With today, week 2 ends and week 3 begins. I really hope that you were able to take your Module 1 quiz last night in Miss Saffold's Math 143 class. A lot of things are flexible in her class, but taking the module quiz is not. So you have to take your module quizzes by their deadline. If you missed the Module 1 quiz yesterday, Ms. Saffold does offer one retake, and you can use your retake to take the Module 1 quiz. You would just need to get in touch with her about that to schedule your Module 1 quiz, and just make sure that you don't miss any others because you only get one retake. I'd love to know how you did. I'd love to know how things are going in that class. If you have any things that are still causing you trouble, I'd love to hear that. We could go over those. Next week, we will be preparing for your midterm exam, and your midterm exam in Math 143 covers Module 1 and Module 2. So if you'll go ahead and let me know that if you have some things you'd like me to go over, I can go ahead and start preparing some stuff for next week. So what I wanted to do today was just give you hopefully a brief video of the things that I have noticed and what's coming up this coming week. So first of all, I just wanted to remind you to please check off the checklist. Remember that this does count as a grade. So I noticed one of you did not do that last week and seemed like you were behind today. So I sent you a personal email. But just remember that the act of checking that off counts as an attendance/participation grade. And so you'll want to make sure you do that because that's a pretty easy 100 if you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. The next thing I wanted to say is that you did take a quiz for me. It's due, if you haven't taken it yet, it is due tonight at midnight. And I need you to upload your work for that quiz. So that is a requirement, and I like to see your work so that I can give you some really good feedback. One of you has taken the quiz and has not submitted your work. So I sent you a private email to let you know that I need you to submit that work. So please do that today because the quiz closes tonight at midnight. The next thing I wanted to talk about is to make sure that you are checking your grades in your grade book. So I try to keep the grades up to date in your grade book. I am catching up on some grading this afternoon after I post this video, but I wanted to get this week ready to post and open up for those of you who are ready to begin work on week 3. But you go through your dashboard to look at your grades in your courses. And so if you will send me an email with your current average in Math 143 and Math 043, specifying which is which, then I will give you 10 points extra credit to go to a grade in Math 043. So again, I'll repeat, if you will send me an email with your grade in Math 143 as well as your grade in Math 043, then I will give you 10 points extra credit to go towards one of your grades in Math 043. And I'd like to get that email by Friday, this Friday at midnight. That will be your deadline. A little extra for watching the video today. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do is just kind of walk you through the things that are coming up this week. So let me go ahead and minimize me. And let's go into your Moodle shell. So some of you who have uploaded your work, I noticed that it was not in PDF format. If you will put it in PDF format, this makes it the easiest for me to give you feedback because I can write on your paper like it was a piece of paper in front of me. So there are directions for doing that with your phone right here in Moodle. So if you click on the shell, there are directions for an iPhone or iPad, and then if you click read more, There's a video if you'd rather do videos, and then there's also directions for an Android. So there's a video and then a Google Docs with directions for that. So please, moving forward, any work that you upload to me, please make sure you put it in a PDF format before submitting it to an assignment. All right, so I went over week 2 assignments last week, so I don't want to do that again. But just a reminder, the quiz is due tonight at midnight. There are still 3 of you who have not attempted it. And then the work for your unit analysis quiz needs to be submitted here. And then you have your lessons and your activities and your discussion forums. So this week, we are moving into Module 2. So with Module 2, you will be studying percentages and a little bit more of unit analysis. And you're going to deal with some really, really large numbers or really, really small numbers in your unit analysis work in Math 143. So we teach you scientific notation so that you can handle those really long numbers without making mistakes. So if you got tired of writing 1 million or 1 trillion with all the zeros, then scientific notation is kind of a shortcut for writing really large or really small numbers. So we start off this week with a review of percents because it may have been a while since you've done percentages. And I personally feel that percentages are some of the most misunderstood quantities in our world. And so we spend a lot of time in Math 143 talking about the different types of percentages and knowing the difference between those. So there's a lesson here to help with that in 043. And then there's an activity to help test your understanding. And then there is a growth mindset activity about procrastination. Now, I am the world's worst procrastinator. I think I work well under pressure, but I also could do a better job if I take my time. So I try really hard not to procrastinate. So I want you to watch that, and we'll have a brief discussion with your classmates about the video. Then there's a lesson on scientific notation, as well as an activity to test your understanding with that. Then there is also a quiz this week. So there's a percentage and scientific notation review activity quiz. You get 2 attempts at this. It is timed 30 minutes. And again, I want you to upload your work within 10 minutes. So then I can give you some really valuable feedback. So be looking for your unit analysis feedback today or tomorrow because I'm going to be working this afternoon on grading those. And then finally, to help you prepare for your Module 2 quiz in Math 143, I have a study guide activity for you. You know, you can use your notes on all of your assessments in both my class and Miss Saffold's class. You have a midterm coming up too. So having really good study guides for your modules will help you do well on your module quizzes, as well as help you study and do well on your midterm and your final exam. So that's this week. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to looking at your work and giving you some feedback. Have a great week. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget that I'm available every day through the virtually through the student hours link. So if you go to Ms. Murphy's student hours, it's from 10 to 11:15 Monday through Thursday. And if those times don't work, you can always schedule an appointment with me. So if you want to meet with me virtually, you just click on this link and I will be there. Or if you want to come on campus, I'm normally on campus Monday through Thursday from 10 to 11:15 a.m. Send me an email before you come though, just so I know you're coming. But you don't have to send me an email for this virtual student hour link because I'm there virtually every Monday through Thursday from 10 to 11:15. All right, that is it. Have a good week.